Hello and welcome. The story of the Midland Grand Hotel, now called St Pancras Renaissance Hotel, is fascinating. Chambermaid pots stopped this being the Cathedral of Railways for over 100 years and led to it almost being demolished in the 1960s. I spent part of my childhood growing up in King's Cross in Levita House Council Estate, just a few minutes down the road from St Pancras Station. The Midland Grand Hotel in the 1970s and 80s, even though it had been saved from the 1960s city planners from being destroyed, was a London icon that had been left unloved and now, still when I was a child, a dilapidated behemoth. The first time I saw inside the Midland Hotel was when the video for the SpiceGirls debut hit Wannabe first came out. So this was in 1996, and it was wonderful to be able to see them at the entrance, going inside, and dancing on the staircase. Then luckily I had a chance to visit on a guided tour during the Open House Festival in London in 2021. Our group was able to go up to the top of the hotel and into the clock tower, which is on the right hand side of the building. The Midland Grand Hotel was designed by George Gilbert Scott and was opened in 1873. By the mid-19th century, the East Midlands was in the centre of the Industrial Revolution, and the Midland Railway had become the largest coal hauler in the land. And of course, coal was running the Industrial Revolution. The Gothic revivalism of the Midland Grand Hotel is ironic as well. The building was the product of industrial wealth and technology. It had 2 lifts, Britain's first revolving doors, and a concrete fireproof structure. It also had shared flush toilets on the floors, though none of the rooms had bathrooms, as that was the convention of the time. But its architecture was a reaction against this machine production and industrialization. So the Gothic style is looking back to medieval wistfulness. For 5 years, builders, stonemasons, carpenters and artists laboured to bring Scott's design to life. The result, a station that became known as the Cathedral of Railways. It cost more than the luxurious Langham Hotel in Portland Place in the 1870s. And then the Savoy became the first London hotel to have en-suite bathrooms in every room. It opened in 1889, and this was the start of the end already for the Midland Grand Hotel. The internal concrete structure meant they couldn't renovate to include en-suite bathrooms themselves. Therefore, the great and the good went to the Savoy. The Midland Grand Hotel opened in 1873 and closed in 1935. Between 1935 and the 1980s, parts of the building were used as railway offices, but only parts of them. The rest of it was left redundant. But luckily, perhaps I should say it should have been inevitable, the hotel, firstly due to John Betjeman securing its protected status in 1967, is now a 5-star hotel with the Eurostar railway line to Paris and Europe beneath it. As I mentioned, this is the clock tower. It was designed to look as if it was a bell tower, and it had charming bells inside, which it never did. So in a way it's a type of folly, although the clock does exist and it is really a clock tower. It's really wonderful that this building has returned to be a true London landmark. And it's a real pleasure